How do you do again to Masterpiece? And as I was saying previously, this one is about art as a philosophy. Now let's see if it can be a philosophy at all. Most people think art is a technical innovation of man, an ability with his hands and his brain to create a craft of some kind that illustrates things right before our eyes, makes them magically float in the air. And only art can do that. Okay. So, we're going to see if it hides in all of that a philosophy. All right? Now, supposedly, everything is connected and apparently everything matters. Nevertheless, this pseudo-perfection and balanced state of things becomes highly suspicious in my mind. Our scientists think they know the existing laws of physics. They are confident they have discovered them all. But is that all there is? At one time, they believed our Milky Way galaxy was the entire universe, until the invention of more powerful telescopes proved them wrong. They were humbled into submission to discover that not only was our galaxy not the universe, but that it was only one minuscule fraction of a fraction of a fraction of it. They couldn't have been more wrong even if they tried to be. Soon, I wager, a mind keener than Einstein's will come along and reveal many more exotic laws of physics that will humble the scientists into submission once more. Now, if we know so little of what we think we know, how must it be for art? What do we really know about this phenomena? We have pseudo-knowledge about it, that is all. Do we have facts, or are we spinning assumptions in our minds that suit us and call them facts? These are very good questions, right? They're not to be just thrown out the window or ignored. There must be thousands of books about art theory, right? Yet no one can claim full comprehension of them. No one can really say if they totally understand what those books are saying. Why? Is there something in art which eludes all these people? Art is always spoken of in abstract terms. Do you notice that? Dictums to sound convincing that it couldn't be any other way. Is it like water? You try to hold it in your hand, but there's nothing there to hold. Then there's the possibility that art is an unknown prescription in the mind. Or, dare we say, philosophy. Now here we go. Could it evoke such a way of thinking? If this be true, it is no wonder we experience its awesome complexity in the kaleidoscopic variety it expresses itself. It becomes an enigma with an unsolved mystery. It becomes tantalizing. We want to talk about it. We want to talk about it till we're blue in the face, only to hear it laughing at us, trying to understand it. Philosophy is an abstract exercise of the mind, so don't take it too serious. In a way, it dictates a certain way of thinking about reality. There are various philosophies looking at life in so many ways. So, if that's true, philosophy is just a way of seeing life, but it's not really a statement made carved on stone. But it serves to show us that perhaps art may be a form of philosophy in itself. It certainly has its way about it. In expressing itself, it philosophizes, does it not? In other words, it has an opinion. It has a way of communicating neutral expressions, and its truisms are universal. From that point of view, it is a philosophy of generalities yet detailed preferences. Now that's a real tongue twister. Philosophy of generalities yet detailed preferences. I love that. That I'm gonna write on stone. Anyway, it's supposed to be neutral, yet points fingers and brings your attention to certain things. So art is always interested to get to the heart of the matter, right? Where the meaning lies. Unless it is decorative art, it's pretty serious. Its philosophy is precise and to the point. It dares us to search it out. It says, there's a truth here, find it. But what truth is it talking about? Are there not as many truths as there are realities? Mark me when I say, there are as many realities as there are breathing creatures on this earth. That includes atoms to man and everything in between. Think of it. Is your reality the same as a worm's reality? No, and I hope not. Every living entity here and in the rest of the universe experiences a reality all its own. Okay? Reality is something that wraps around us and it gives us the life we make of our life. Okay. This life is based on the personality. And we all know that every personality is different from any other, whether it be a man's or a gnat's. Even the uncountable atoms, having slightly different realities from each other, experience life differently. No one thing has the same fate. With so many realities to contend with, so many truths to match them, think now upon the complexity of the world we live in, and you will become paralyzed in awe of it. It's too complicated. We can never fathom it. Never. Should we live another 1,000,000 years, we're still going to be asking some of these basic questions because they can't be answered. Not in this usual way, let's say. All right, so we've got to realize how huge, how vast, how enormous, how gargantuan, how infinitely enormous the universe is. Endlessly going out, pushing outward, 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 expanding to infinity. Boldly, courageously, like a beast. You know, full of joy and enthusiasm for what it's doing. Creating new worlds. It's beautiful. So, because we've discovered that each and every one of us has his own reality, no one's is the same. Okay? No one is living the life I'm living in exactly the way I'm living it, with exactly my personality. No one, just me. And that pertains to you too. No one has your personality, your stamp of existence, except you. Therefore, your reality and your family situation with those people that have that chemistry in your family, or your friends, or your relatives, whatever, they make up your reality. If you go step into another family, the chemistry will be all different again. Your reality will change. It'll be another reality. That's what we mean by reality. So art has its own reality. It has to, if everything else does. And we will discover what that reality is on the next try. All right? Take care, everyone.